Bonjour les impacteurs, je suis Laurent Mezoué, fondateur de Impact Earth. Vous allez découvrir avec cette interview Bhavna Pani, qui est danseuse et actrice indienne, qui va nous parler aujourd'hui de bien-être et santé mentale. Je vous souhaite une très bonne écoute. Hello Bhavna, I would like to thank you very much first for being and sharing with Impact Earth today. So our subject, we're going to discuss mental health and well-being. But first, Bhavna, I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
Bonjour, I am Bhavna Pani. A lot of people in France must have seen me in this comedy musical called Bharati. I'm a dancer, I'm an actor, theatre actor, dancer, Indian classical, Bollywood, all kinds of dancing I've done. I've acted in films, I've modeled in TV commercials. I've had a great time in France, and I wish that I can come back someday soon. I really miss traveling through your country.
So what is mental health? Some people call it emotional health or well-being. So what will be your definition of mental health?
Mental health in itself is self-explanatory because mental health, I don't think necessarily has to be, you have to be feeling happy or elated or, you know, positive all the time. It's not natural, I think, to just be up and about all the time. But I think healthiness, it lies in the fact that even when you're going through negativity, you can maintain that sense of balance and a healthy approach towards life. I think that's what mental health means. Just yesterday, actually, it's interesting. The difference between happiness and joy, and that kind of defines what mental health means for me. The idea is not to be happy, but the idea is to find joy in everything in life, whether it's work, whether it's relationships, whether it's family, whether it's friends, wherever you need to have that sense of joy. So even when you're going through the negative emotions, you don't indulge in it so much because you know it's a temporary feeling. It is here now and it will go. So to have that sense and not to indulge in the drama of the negativity, not to like fully pour yourself, that is the difference between happiness and joy kind of does it for me when you have to understand something healthy. Yeah, I think happiness is constantly trying to find happiness is not natural, A, and secondly, it's not, I don't think it's healthy.
And could you give and share with us your top tips for looking after our mental health? Well, specifically during this coronavirus outbreak, which has led us to a massive change.
Yes, there are some things that I've been personally following. I can only share that I'm no expert on mental health, but the two or three top things on my list that I do for myself is first and foremost pray. I put it before eating, I put it before sleeping, I put it before working out, I put it before everything else. To be able to find courage, hope, and faith in a time like this when everything is so uncertain. We don't know when we are going to go back into our normal world. I mean, what is normal anymore? The whole definition of normal has changed. So, how do we deal with this? And personally, I feel you need courage and faith and hope. Hope is the most important thing. So, to me, hope comes with a lot of prayer because when I work out or eat right, my positive mental state stays for a very short period of time. But when I pray, my entire day goes really well. So, personally, on my priority list, I would say praying is number one. And by that, I don't mean anything religious. I just feel like having a dialogue with the universe, with whatever you want to call God, or I sit and chant. I'm a Buddhist. I'm a practicing Buddhist. So I just chant. And that kind of gives me a lot of hope and keeps me in a positive frame of mind. And then, of course, I live alone. I live by myself in this beautiful house. I'm really lucky. But there are a lot of people in India who don't, like in this kind of a room right now, the room that I'm in, this sort of a room, I think there'll be 15 to 20 people living in this room. So I count my blessings. I practice gratitude all the time, because social distancing is not a necessity in India. It's a privilege in India. The fact that you can. So the awareness of that, I think, keeps me mentally sane and healthy. What else? Of course, working out. I just finished working out right now. That's why I got late. Sorry. I'm continuing to rehearse for my new production. I just opened. Actually, it's so sad. Not sad. I mean, it's a little thing. I just opened my new theatre company, which was my baby project, and it opened up in February. And a month later, we had to go into lockdown, and we were in the process of preparing our first dance theatre production. And we were 5 Odissi dancers, Indian classical dancers, and who are also trained in contemporary. So it was a very it's not difficult, but it's a very detailed process. And how do you do a dance rehearsal when you're in isolation? Like on a Zoom call, you can't touch each other. You understand the importance of touch.
Yeah.
So we had 2 options. And this, I think, is very related to the mental health situation that we're talking about. We had 2 options. Either sit and criticize that, sorry, this work cannot happen. We have to wait till we get into a room again. Or we had a choice, okay, let us see what a dance piece where touch is so important. What will happen if touch is taken away from us? How is that going to affect the work? How is that going to inform the work? We had these 2 options: wait and go at it the way you had planned, or sit and now come up with new ways to do it. Because this is a world event and it's affecting art, politics, socialism, everything. It is economy. It's changing the whole world forever. Like I said, there's going to be no going back to normal. It's going to be going back to a new world with higher consciousness, hopefully. I mean, all this consciousness that we have gained by working on ourselves, by being still, I hope we continue to keep it. Yeah, so like I said, in life also we have these 2 options, and we have to move forward. Moving forward is very important. We don't have a choice. It's not an option.
And do you think that change, do you think it's going to lead us to a new positive consciousness?
I think it is inevitable. It will happen, because when you are still, I don't know if you know of this practice called Vipassana.
Yeah.
Vipassana. Yeah. Where, you don't have to talk for 10 days. Your phone is taken away. You can't read. You can't do anything. Like, no sort of expression is allowed. You have to be within, and you have to. So the same way, you cannot go out. You cannot find an outlet. You cannot express. Whatever comes up, deal with it. So when that process happens, it's a spiritual cleansing process. So whether you like it or not, people will change. The world will change. There is no way that it cannot.
Thank you for that. That's a positive message.
Yeah, but the point is, like, I don't know if it's positive, but I'm constantly keeping my fingers crossed while saying this. I hope as a mankind, as a race, we can retain it, because human retention power is quite weak. And especially as a collective retention power, a lot of responsibility is on us.
Good. Would you like to share any other tips, any advices from you?
No, just love yourself and love the people you're living with. Like, I for me, social distancing is not that much of a issue because I live alone. And for a lot of people that live alone, I'm not sure about you, but a lot of people that live alone, we do live a life like this. But people that live with their families, be kind. I know it's tough, but try and just meditate and center yourself, pray, find courage, love, be kind. Yeah, that's all. I mean, we don't have any other option.
Super. So thank you very much for sharing that with us. This is a great pleasure to share with you today. Our community Impact Earth will be very pleased to listen to this. Thank you and take care and hope to see you soon.
Yes, thank you so much and thank you for this initiative. I really appreciate the work that you are doing, and every little drop in the ocean counts, and
Thank you
every
very
intention will matter. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
J'espère que cette interview vous a plu. N'hésitez pas à la commenter et à la partager afin de développer notre communauté Impact Earth. Merci et à très bientôt.